Hey guys, hi, welcome to Mystery Project Monday. Welcome. I am so glad that you guys could join me tonight. So, thanks for tuning in, and hopefully, we'll get started here in just a second. I had just one thing I forgot to print out clue number one, which has all the measurements on it. So I'm just going to have to read those off. I just went to look real quick and to make sure that um, I had it, and I can't find it on my desktop, which is, you know, I'm not a very good at computer things or anything technology. Hopefully you can relate to that. So I'm just trying to pull it up here and see what I can get. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. I have the measurements and stuff, and I posted these so earlier. So hopefully everyone has all of the pieces that they need. But instead of just showing you, oh, hi Tamala, welcome. I know Joyce is supposed to be coming in. Hopefully she can find me here. So, but hopefully everybody has everything already pre-cut. Let me play with the lighting here a little bit. My husband was just on a call, so he kind of messed with stuff before me. You know how that goes. So here we go. There we go. So hopefully everybody's doing good tonight, and that you have your stuff ready or crafting along or just watching tonight. So I'm just going to kind of go over the pieces, I guess, as we go, since I don't have the actual clue number one to show you. Um, so we needed a basic white cardstock that is 4 1/4 by 11. We needed a basic white layer that is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. You have to let me know if that lighting looks okay. It looks weird to me, but colored cardstock, and I chose garden green tonight, and I needed two pieces that are 2 inches by 4 inches. Designer Series paper 4 by 4, and I chose this. It's out of the there's Joe. Hi Joe. It is out of the um, the Designer Series paper 6 by 6 assortment. So I've got that. Basic white 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. A basic white 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. Coordinating cardstock 3 by 3. So I just kept mine all the same color, so I guess that coordinates. Scoring board, so I have my cutting board. Focal stamp plus greeting, so I chose this for tonight. That is layering leaves. Hey, can somebody reach out to Joyce? If you can reach out to Joyce on our group chat and just let her know. I told her that we were live, and she said she was waiting. So see if you can hop on there and help Joyce hop on. Thank you, ladies. This is the stamp set I'm using. Punch or dies. So I'm going to use this coordinating punch that goes with that set. That took me a long time. That was back ordered for a long time. Stamp pad and coloring tools. So I've got a couple of different colors of stamp pads because I wasn't for sure if I wanted to go all color coordinated or if I wanted to add a little touch of different color. And then of course I have my block, and I've got some Stampin' Dimensionals, and yeah, that's pretty much it. This was the paper pack, the Regals 6 by 6 Designer Series paper You get all of the regal colors in the different designs. So that's the DSP that I'm using. I also have, besides my punch, I have these dies on standby. So I've got those on standby just in case I want to use one of those for my greeting. So, and this is this bundle is available right now. So, yay! If you want it, go, because bundles are on sale for 10% off right now, but only until the 30th. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started stamping and crafting. Set this stuff off to the side here. My punch and my block. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Sorry, like I said, I'm sorry I don't have clue number 1 that I can post. So anyway, clue number 2. Score the card base, which is the 4 1/4 by 11. Score the card base at 5 1/2 and 9 1/2 and fold in half. So let me get my little cutting tool, scoring tool here. So we're going to score this at 5 1/2. Don't cut it. Don't cut it. Score it. Use the scoring blade. And 9 1/2. Okay. I have to put my little arm out and extend that out to 9 1/2. Got that. Make sure I have that. You could also use the scoring board. So hopefully you've got one of those. So now we have that, and it says to fold in half at the 5 1/2. So in the middle we can score it, and I did not bring my bone folder, and fold back on the 9 1/2. So I'll just use my block. Use whatever you got for your bone folder. Okay. Let me see here. Maybe Joyce had to hop off, but anyway, hopefully she'll hop on here pretty shortly. So, okay. So we've got this clue number 2. So hopefully, are you guys stamping along, or are you just watching? Would love to know. Here's clue next clue. Stamp images on both the 2x4 inch pieces randomly. Okay, so we're going to set this aside. We're going to get these 2 out. Okay, and now what you can do is you can use the Versamark pad, or you can use, I'm going to just use the coordinating pad, and I'm going to use just the leaf pattern, I think, from this set. So this little guy, I think, is what I'm going to use. I guess I could use this one or this one. This one's a little more bold. This one's a little more open. I don't know which one would go better with that. Either one, I believe, would go just fine. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up my garden green. Oh, okay, Tamala. Yeah. Well, that's okay. You can pick them out as you go, because I kind of was, it was kind of a, there's so many different options, but I think once you put it together, then you can go back and make it your own. So I'm just going to stamp these randomly, it says. So we're just kind of making our own designer series paper is what we're doing. My garden green needs to be re-inked, it looks like. Maybe we'll use, I don't know. What do you think? Should we just leave it? It kind of looks like Versamark. Let's go with this for now anyway. You might want it darker. So I'm just going to randomly stamp this down. There we go. So I've got it a little bit. We stamp a couple darker ones on this one. There we go. A few darker ones, a few lighter ones. That'll be pretty. Okay, so just stamping randomly. You could do flowers, butterflies, whatever you would like. Kind of coordinates with your cardstock or your designer series paper, or use a something that's non-directional that you don't have to worry about matching with anything. I mean, that's also an option. But like I said, once we get the card finished, I think you guys will you'll really like it, and you can come up with your own ideas. But if I showed you, then it wouldn't be any fun. It wouldn't be a surprise. Okay, I'm going to put that away. Okay, there we go. Let's go to number 4. Here we go. Okay, attach one on the right hand fold of the card base, leaving a 1/4 inch border. Okay, so we've got our card base here. I should have said it's going to be a horizontal card. That would have helped you immensely, wouldn't it? I'm just going to use liquid glue. You guys use your whatever adhesive you would like. And with the glue, don't add a whole bunch. You don't have to go crazy. And it says to leave about a 1/4 inch border and fold on the right hand. Oh, attach on the right hand fold. I'm probably meant the left hand fold because there isn't a fold on the right hand. Duh. So this would be left hand. Left hand. I mean, we're going to put one on the right too, but there's not a fold there. So I think what I meant was the left hand fold. Oh well. You know, in my mind, these things make perfect sense. But, you know, sometimes, and it should leave a little bit of a border on there. That does kind of look pretty though with just that tone on tone, doesn't it? I think that looks really pretty. And number 5, attach the other 2 by on the right hand side of see I knew which one I knew what I meant because I did it correctly on the second one on the right hand car side. So we're going to add some more glue on this other one that we just did. Okay, and we're going to add it to the right hand side. This is going to be a neat card. I think you guys will really like it. It's a little different than we've done before. I mean, you might think you know what's going to happen, but we haven't done this one before, I promise. Okay, so we got that stuck down. Got that stuck down. Everybody keeping up? Did you decide what stamps, what kind of stamps you're using, Tamala? And Joe, are you stamping? I'm wondering if you're stamping along or just watching. Last time I got a whole bunch of cool samples. You guys did really great with the samples from last time. That was really fun. It was neat to look at what you guys were using. Okay. Attach the designer series paper to the basic white. Okay. So we're going to take this little guy and this little guy and put these little guys together. Oh, balloons and cupcakes. That's a good idea. Yeah, perfect. What DSP are you using? I wonder what designer series paper you're using. So we're going to put that on there and just attach those. Oh, you're stamping along. Good deal, Joe. I'm so glad. I'm surprised. I'm disappointed Karen's not here to stamp with us tonight. Or my friend Margie. But that's okay. I kind of moved it to a little bit later. It seems like in the summer, it was a little bit easier for people to get together a little bit later. So let me know if this, oh, celebrate, cool, good one. Let me know if this later time works better, or should we even move it back to 9? I thought 9 was a little late, but so I kind of compromised with 8 o'clock. So And we shouldn't be outside now anyway because it's like too hot to be outside. Everything's drying up and crisping. So anyway, okay, we've got this together. We've got that together. Okay. Let's go on. Now this is funny because that was clue number 6. So here's the second clue number 6. I did great job this time. Oh, 9 is your bedtime? Yeah, mine too. I like to be in bed by 9. I get you, Tamala. It's something about being a grandma, right? And the heat doesn't help either. Okay, so attach the DSP layer, so that's this one, onto the flap on the card base, centering it so you can see both stamp layers on each side. Oh, cool. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to put my glue right on this flap because this is where we're going to center our layer. So then we're just going to layer this on. It's not going to hit side to side. It's just going to fit right on there, and the glue will let you slide it just a little bit. How is that? Isn't that cool? How fun is that? So you've got a little bit of your design peeking out on the sides. So you could get colored. So see, this is what I mean. Once you guys have this pattern, then I think you'll have a lot of fun putting together different designer series papers and the different colors. So, but isn't that cool? I thought this pattern was really, really neat. Okay. So, clue number 7. Okay, we're gonna finish this off now. So we're gonna stamp a greeting or image on the bigger piece, the 3.5 by 3.5. So, and this is where you'll use your punch or your dies. And then this is where I couldn't decide whether I wanted to use the garden green, so I would coordinate everything, or whether I wanted to go and do like a tone on tone type thing. So let me put, what are we gonna do? Thank you, thinking of you. I wonder, best wishes? Let's do best wishes. I always need a best wishes. Where's my block? Here it is. Here's my block. Okay, so I'm going to try, we're just going to try using the shaded spruce for the greeting. Okay, and I'm just going to stamp that right in the middle. Now this is where you'll use a punch or a die. I've got the 2-inch circle punch I could use, but I'm going to use our little mini, and of course one of these dies, because these are amazing. I think I'll use this little guy. Is he big enough? Yeah, I'll use that little guy. So I'm just going to pull him back here so I can make my sandwich. Remember your little sandwich? I always use the light gray one, even though it says to use the dark gray one. I find it easier to do the light gray than a cutting plate, and then the cutting plate on top. That's how I build my sandwiches. I just find that the darker gray it just doesn't work as well. I don't know why. I don't know why the dark gray one is the one we're supposed to use when this one works so much better. In my opinion, it works so much better. So then here's that. Get all of our little guys out there. Isn't that cool? Like I said, this bundle is back in stock. So make sure if you want this, and it's 10% off right now. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that for our greeting. Set this aside for a minute. Like I said, you can make it really easy and just do a punch. if you want. And to get these little pieces off of here, I usually just use the edge of my paper. See, this is the paper that I use. I just use the edge of my paper to scrape it off. That's what works for me. And then scoop it all off into your hand. That's what's worked for me. You guys use whatever you need to. And some people have used a toothbrush too. So, and I didn't bring my Take-A-Pick tool. So, but you would want to make sure you picked out, or your brush on your Take-A-Pick tool, to get all those little dots out. Okay. So we've got that. Got that. Like I said, using a punch would make this a lot easier, or go a little bit quicker, but whatever you would like to use, get creative. Okay, stamp a smaller image or greeting and die cut or punch using the 1 3/4. So we've got this one, and I have this little For You. Let me take off the Best Wishes. Didn't bring my cleanup pad, so my fingers are getting all dirty. So I'm going to probably be getting everything green. For You. I'm going to use a little For You. Let's try it in the garden green. See if we can get it to work. I need to re-ink it, it looks like. What do you think? Not too bad. You need a re-inker, mister. Coming up tonight soon. Okay, and so now you could use another punch, or you could leave it just like this. You could leave it square if you wanted to. But, of course, I'm going to go back to this. And I think I'm going to use this little guy, if it'll fit. Yep, perfect. Perfect. Use that little guy. I'm so excited for those of you who ordered this to finally get it and play with it. So excited that you guys got it. Okay, here it comes. Sorry, it wiggles the whole table. Okay, set this aside, get this off of my desk for a minute. There is that. Isn't that cool? I love it. Put them back in their little containers and just kind of, I just use my finger and just kind of flick them off. Flick them out of there. You could use another punch for this if you wanted to. It does leave all those little tiny pieces though. Okay. Hopefully everybody is staying caught up. I hope everybody's staying caught up. We're just about there. You guys are probably ahead of me if you're using a punch. Okay. So here's another one. So clue number 8, die cut or punch out images using the 3 by 3 inch piece. So we've got this coordinating piece, and I'm just going to use a coordinating punch. You don't have to do this. This is just adding a little bit of an embellishment to it. So I'm going to punch this out. I'll show you on our finished design. The other thing you could use is on this other one I'm going to show you is you could use these butterflies. So you could use like something like that that's already pre-done for you. So anyway, that's the idea. Just adding, if you have a punch or an embellishment that might go with your project. So I'm just going to punch that out. And that's out of that extra piece of paper that we had in a coordinating color. So not something you have to do, and you can add this later. So if you don't have anything right now, it's okay. You don't have to add it right away. Okay? Okay. Let's go on because we're almost done and I want you to see the finished card. Okay, so we're going to adhere the largest die cut or punch, so whatever you used, onto the center of the front of the card. So we're going to put that right here. Ooh, I'm glad I did the darker. It looks nice, doesn't it? I'm just going to use glue for the initial one. See, not much glue. And I'm just going to place it right down there in the middle. I'm glad I used the shaded spruce. I think it looks nice with that. Okay. So hopefully that is making sense to you. Very easy. Almost there. Usually I try to keep it to around 10 steps. We've got a few more than that, but we're almost there. Adhere the smaller die cut or punch using Stampin' Dimensionals. So we're going to pop this one up. I just use one dimensional in the middle for this little guy. We're going to pop him up and we're going to apply him. He's kind of going to overlap. Isn't that cute? I love it. I love it. Okay, so put that up with your dimensionals, and then here's where you add your die cuts. So if you have any die cuts or anything like that, this is where you will add those. And I think I'm just going to add a little bit. You can use glue dots if you want to on this, but I just put a little bit of glue on a couple of the leaves. And I'm going to tuck the little stem right under here. Kind of put him there, and we've got this little guy too. Do I want to put him here or do I want to put him up here? Well, I think I want to put him up top. What do you think? I think up top looks kind of cute, so I'm just going to put a little bit. Sorry, I'm trying to work in front of myself and not in front of the camera. So let's put him just right here. There we go. So add your little embellishments. Like I said, if we wanted to add a butterfly or something like that, we could certainly do that. Okay, here is the final. Share your project. What do you guys think? Isn't that cute? And very, very easy to do. Now you could also, if you wanted to, put another layer of designer series, add another designer series paper onto here, but I kind of liked it that it was white. So you've got that. You can see your little bit of pattern on the side. Added your embellishments if you want to. Now you could also add some more rhinestones or pearls or something to embellish. You could also add, instead of punches, add a little piece of ribbon or twine behind your little piece as opposed to a separate punch out. So I cannot wait to see what you guys create with this. I can't wait. Here's another one that I did just so I could show you. Here's a different color. It's using the same designer series paper pack, but I used what's this color called? All the old colors come to my mind, like Daffodil Delight and colors like that. But this is actually going to be Crushed Curry, and the other one is Garden Green. So anyway, I got this, and you can see I added the butterfly and a little bit of Stella. Stella's back in stock too. So you can see, and then I just added a little bit of that leaf. So what do you guys think? Cute. Good, Joe. I can't wait to see what you guys created using this pattern. It's so fun and easy. So fun and easy. Okay, it looks like, guys, we are just almost right at 30 minutes. I try to keep it under 30 minutes. So thanks for tuning in. Remember, I'll link it to a YouTube video also, but this will be saved and you can always go back and replay it and stamp along once again. Hey, thanks, guys. I appreciate you tuning in, and I will see you later.